Jordan has been a pivotal country between Israel and Arab nations for years. However, once the relations between the Gulf countries, the Arab nations, and Israel have started to emerge, the pivotal role of Jordan has disappeared. And this is going to have, at this moment, some effects on Jordan's stability, political stability, and in future it might also cause a survival problem for Jordan's future. So let's start with this topic. We know that once Israel starts expansion of its territory, always the European Union and Jordan gives some kind of message that it should be stopped, condemn these expansion activities, and so on. However, now we are seeing another problem for Jordan. Jordan has played no role between the Gulf states and the Israel diplomatic ties. This makes it ineffective. Considering also the agreement between the Palestinians and Israel in 1993, it has enabled Jordan to stay out of the direct connections between Israel and Palestinian. So from 2000s up until today, the Jordan's pivotal role between Israel and Arab nations have reduced. Before that, Jordan has played important role, especially within the Arab nations, because Jordan has a quite high educated people with engineers, and with its know-how, it has enabled or served for the Arab nations development programs in like Saudis, UAE, and other countries. Now, since this has disappeared, we are now looking at the economy of Jordan. And the unemployment rate is 24%, and only the 40% of the workforce are working. This already emphasizes how the Jordan's economy is inefficient. Moreover, recently, a parliamentary from the Israel parliament have stated that Jordan is Palestinian. And the King Abdullah is afraid of these kind of statements, especially from Israeli sides, because he believes and starts believing also that Israel wants to push all the Palestinians into Jordan. Now, if that happens, the demographic situation of Jordan will change dramatically. Considering the economy is going bad, and let me give you one example. Last month, there was a protest of the teachers' union in Jordan, and it has been met with strict measures from the government side. And this shows how the economy is changing. But moreover, it also shows the democracy is also is changing. There is a branch of a Muslim Brotherhood in Jordan. Is called the Islamic Action Party, and it has 10 seats in Jordan parliament, which is in total 130 seats. And this has been now pushed harshly by the Jordanian authorities. And why? Because now the government or the state is afraid to hold the power under monarchy. If the Palestinians will be pushed into the Jordan greatly in numbers, and also the economy will be deterred. Why it's important? Because the Jordanian authority is afraid that in the south of Jordan, where they have a border with the Saudis, there is a part of country where Bedawi groups or people are living, and they are much more close to Saudis in terms of its roots, and they are afraid that it might also kind of rise some kind of undesired incidents in the south part of the country. So the deterring economy, which might causes some kind of unrest in the south part of the country, and the north part of the country, where it has the south of Syria and also the south of Iraq, they have a fight against ISIS and other groups, And now the Israel started on its west, believing that the Palestinians should be pushed into the Jordan and the demographic situation of Jordan will be changed. Jordan is under the threat, and it feels this greatly by time. Of course, Jordan is not going to do anything else, but what has taken our attention is a military drill. That there was a scenario there where from its west Jordan River Valley there is an enemy attacking. So of course it's against Israel, and they demonstrated how this attack might be pushed or defeated. And it's an important message, to be honest, to Israel, that Jordan is very anxious about the recent developments. We do believe that it is going to create more and more disturb on the Jordan political situation. And the King Abdullah is certainly not comfortable about these developments. And by time when Israel will have direct relations with the other Arab nations, and they will push Jordan aside, the political situation in Jordan will change dramatically, and it might give some surprises in the region. As a Turk, it's also important for us to see these kind of things, because the unrest in that part of the region might surprisingly rapidly emerge to undesired results. So we will closely monitor the developments over there. If you like this video, there is a like button underneath the screen, and please subscribe also to our channel, so once we publish a new video, you will be notified quickly. Have a nice day and stay safe. Bye.